Hello everyone. I welcome you all to the Strategic Tuesdays with ELC. To all the MBA aspirants who have decided to write CAT or for that matter any other MBA entrance examination, I'm sure from the day you decided to start with your preparation until the day when you will be writing your actual examination, the entire journey is going to be a bumpy ride. On some days, you'll be very motivated. On a few days, you will need that external motivation to ensure that you are on the right track to achieve that success. But what remains constant in this entire journey is devising your strategy, which ultimately you will be using for your actual entrance examination. Now, ELC has had an interactive series with their CAT toppers, where we have kind of taken the feedbacks of our students as to how their journey was when they started their preparation here at ELC, and today when they are going into the top B schools, precisely the IIMs. What is it that they did? How did they ace or strengthen their strong areas? What was their strategy? And ultimately, how did they prepare? Hi, welcome Siddharth.
Hello.
Welcome to ELC's interactive series with the IIM call getters and the converts. So today I have my ELC regular batch student, Siddharth Date, and he is basically a Bsc Agri student who had scored an 86 percentile in CAT. My first question, Siddharth, is going to be, which calls did you have through CAT?
Okay, so through CAT, I had calls from IIM Ahmedabad's FABM program, then IIM Lucknow's Agribusiness Management program. Then core MBA calls were like IIM Shillong, IIM Amritsar, and IIM Nagpur, and 9 CAP calls. Apart from that, specifically for Agribusiness Management program, I had calls from IRMA, Manage Hyderabad, and through SNAP, I had call from SIIB's Agribusiness Management program.
Okay, excellent. And this year you will be joining IIM Nagpur.
Yes, right? I'm joining IIM Nagpur this year.
Okay. So, Siddharth, how did you prepare for CAT?
Yes, so the thing is, initially for CAT, the quant section was quite easy for me as the quant is similar to the 10th maths. So initially, maths was not difficult part for me. The initial difficult part for me was VARC because my reading speed was very low and I had very little storage of vocabulary. So for that, initially I started working on vocabulary like very initially. And for that, I read books like Norman Lewis, Work, Power, Medici. And to increase my reading speed, I started reading books of various topics like novels and self-help books. And for LRDI, I used to solve 1 to 2 sets every day or every other day. So that also helped me during the CAT preparation.
Great. Okay. But what was your strategy while writing the actual CAT on the final day?
Yeah, so my strategy for VARC was to solve 2 RCs first, and then moving towards parasembl, parasummary, and odd one out. And if time permits, I used to go back to the third RC. And even in that third RC, I used to see questions first, and then I used to look towards the paragraph. So even if I have like 2 to 3 minutes, I used to just see the questions and I used to find the answer of that question in the paragraph.
Okay. So you were one student who was comfortable with solving RC first and then going to the verbal ability questions.
Yes.
That's good. And had you like decided what kind of genres you will be approaching for in CAT?
Yeah, so I used to avoid the philosophical passage because it was quite difficult for me to understand. I used to solve the data-based or the paragraphs with actual information, and that was my strategy for VRC. And coming towards LRDI, I used to go through all of the sets and I used to arrange them according to difficulty so that I used to solve the easiest set first, then moving towards the difficult one. And again, in that case, I used to mark those sets according to their difficulty level. So The first two sets I used to solve in like 20 to 25 minutes, and the remaining 15 minutes were given to the third set.
Okay, great.
Ah,
So that was quite detailed.
yeah.
So, in all, how many sets did you attempt in LRDI?
So in actual exam, the final exam, I attempted two sets, and I solved the third set's 2 to 3 questions, but those were like calculated guesses, and those went wrong. So I guess two sets were perfectly that I have solved.
Okay, all right. Any advice that you would want to give, particularly for the LRDI section, with respect to the preparation?
Yeah, so in LRDI section, if you are not comfortable with numbers, I'll suggest you to solve DI sets regularly, because in DILR there is not, I mean, heavy mathematics is not required in the DI section. Just you have to arrange those numbers in a proper tabular manner. So I'll suggest you to go through the DI sets regularly. And for LR section, I'll suggest you to try to solve various types of sets initially, and then you will realize what type of sets you are comfortable with, so that on the actual exam day you can arrange those sets like I used to arrange them in the difficulty manner. So you can do that, so that you will be able to solve them pretty much fast.
Okay. Strategy is about the essence of knowing what not to do. Because if you try to gauge success, 20% is about the skill sets, 80% is about the strategy that you devise. And of course, if it's a well-planned strategy, you can definitely achieve and expand your quadrant of success. So stay tuned. On every Tuesday, we'll be posting our strategic videos with our ELC toppers. So every Tuesday, we'll have a video shared by our CAT topper, where the person will be sharing his strategy of how he or she prepared for the entire journey of CAT, and in fact, what was his or her strategy on the actual day of CAT. I'm sure this video is going to be very helpful to all of you. I wish you all the very best, and stay tuned for every Tuesday.